Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Andy and this is your monthly reading for the month of August for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising placements. I hope that you guys are having an awesome month so far. I know I'm a little bit late on this and I know I did not do one for last month, but I needed a break and I'm back and I hope that you guys are doing awesome. I feel like you guys feel like you're in a good place. I feel like there's a lot of stability which is expected for Virgos. You guys always have your shit together and it feels like this month is no different, okay? But we will tap into, I'm gonna do it a little bit differently than I have been in my past monthlies. I'm gonna pull one card as the overall or main theme of this month for you, okay? So what is the main theme for the month of Virgo? The month of Virgo for the month of August. We have crown chakra popped up, which I think is super interesting because when I think of Virgos, I don't really think of you guys as a highly intuitive or highly spiritually connected sign. We have crown chakra. So like I said, so this is your crown chakra, which is your 7th chakra. It's the highest chakra that you have. This is what connects us to the higher energies, higher entities. It connects us to the spirit side of things or the spirit world, if you may. It connects us to higher dimensional things that we don't see in our 3D existence day to day, okay? So what I'm getting is that there's going to be a lot of heavy downloads from you guys. So what I'm getting that this is going to come through is mainly through visuals. So it's going to be more of a clairvoyant type of experience for you guys this month. Where you guys will be intuitively seeing and receiving a lot of messages through images, okay? So pay attention if you daydream, if you're daydreaming a lot this month or just when you're thinking very visually rather than words or expressions, or sounds or feelings. When you visualize or when you think this month, or if you're daydreaming or even dreaming at night, you're going to be receiving a lot of like very crystal clear images about things, or a lot of just very interesting images this month. Everything represents something, so make sure that you are taking note of everything that it is that you are seeing or receiving. Some of you, I just heard some of you actually maybe even hear whispering, so some of you actually might have some clairaudience as well coming through. I just feel like for some reason, you guys are going to be very spiritually connected this month, very spiritually aware, so keep that in mind. Keep a journal or keep your notes tab on your phone open so that when you do receive these messages, whether there are images or whispers of maybe words here and there, you can write them down and you can review them at the end of the month and kind of see what it is that you were trying to receive. Because sometimes the messages are hard to understand, but it's up to you to interpret them. It's not for anyone else because you receive the messages. So try not to run to your friends or family. I mean, it's okay to tell people about what you receive, but try not to have someone else interpret the messages for you. Try your very best to interpret them yourself. If you do need help, there are a lot of people that do dream interpretation as well. But I really feel like the best way to interpret messages that anyone receives intuitively is to receive them by yourself because you are the person who received them. So they were meant for you. Excuse me. Just sneezed. All right. So let's tap in Virgos. Let's see. Okay. So we have the Page of Swords. So we already see that again. So remember that this was your overall theme. So overall theme this month, you're going to be very intuitive. You're going to be very connected to the spiritual realm, okay? Now we're kind of tapping into how the month is going to go, the month of August for you. We have Page of Swords. So I'm going to pull the next card to kind of see what this is talking about. But we have... I feel like there's someone, I feel an energy of someone being really eager to say something. Yeah, extremely eager. Which is very much the Page of Swords energy, but it feels like someone really wants to say something. And it could be you, but we'll see. Again, these readings could always go vice versa because sometimes a lot of cross watchers, which would be like if someone is a different sign and they're watching this because they are interacting or dealing with a Virgo, the message might be for the cross watcher, not necessarily for the actual Virgos watching this. So keep that in mind as well, as that the energies or the stories that I tell and pull could go vice versa. So if you're not feeling this way, it could be that maybe you're dealing with a certain person that feels this way. But someone feels very, very, I almost feel like this person can't even wait like any longer. I don't think this person is impatient, so that's what I'm saying, it could still be you. This person is not normally impatient, but for whatever this is that they want to speak up about, they're really impatient about it. Like they can't wait any longer. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. So I feel like someone wants to talk about something that might have fallen apart. feel like there was something that kind of fell apart, like the foundation kind of fell away underneath your feet. And I think that they are upset, but I think someone wants to vocalize really, really badly about how they feel almost. That's what it feels like. Someone wants to talk about how they feel. So again, it could be you or the other person. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So yeah, someone wants to talk about why something fell apart. We have the Devil, okay? So you could have been very controlling. They could have been very controlling. Again, place it where it was. But I feel like something fell apart with someone or some situation for you guys, because there was a heavy controlling energy in the connection, in the situation. So either you were being very controlling towards this person or towards this relationship or towards this connection. Vice versa, they were being very controlling. It doesn't even have to be anything romantic. It could be with friends, it could be with work, but there was some sort of form of heavy control, like almost manipulation, and that's why everything kind of fell apart. But whatever fell apart, someone wants to vocalize how much it affected them and how bothered they are by it. So if you were the one being controlled in this situation, you want to speak up about it. If you were controlling someone else about it, they want to speak up about it now, okay? For some of you, this situation, it's still kind of falling apart, and whoever was being controlled really wants to speak up about like that they're not okay with this. And that's what's gonna cause it to completely fall apart as well for some of you. But some of you, it has already fallen apart. That fresh start, that foundation, that opportunity is gone now. It's water under the bridge, but now someone really wants to be vocal about how they feel about it. Oh, wait, one card flipped over. The Tower. Okay, so for a lot of you, this hasn't happened yet. So for some of you, it's gonna fully dissolve and fall apart this month, okay? So not to freak you out, that's not a warning, that's not nothing. For some of you, maybe for some of you, it's already fallen apart. But for a majority of you, I feel like it hasn't completely, like you haven't completely torn yourself away from the situation. And the reason why is because whoever, and I'm saying whoever because it could be you or the other person or whatever, whoever holds this controlling energy, they are very, 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 they're like, this person is extremely controlling. It's to the point where I would deem their type of control, I would call it abusive, because it seems like this person is like, monitors everything that you do. Like, they're the type of person that tells you, like, you can't do this, you can't hang out with this person, you can't blah, 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 blah. Very, very controlling, very, very toxic. I don't like it. So if it's you, change your shit. If it's the other person, you know, I wish you the best of luck and I hope that you can get out of the situation as safely as possible. But I do see that it's coming to an end because the Tower moment is going to happen. And it's going to happen because whoever is being controlled has suffered long enough, and it's almost like the divine is coming in to help you out if it's you being controlled or the other person, vice versa, like I said. Queen of Cups. So what I'm getting is that someone I feel like is actually going to come in and save you guys from this situation. So if you are the one that's dealing with being controlled, a motherly figure is going to come in to save you guys. It doesn't have to necessarily be a motherly figure. The Queen of Cups is a very motherly figure to me. It's a water sign individual, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It doesn't have to be though. But this person is very nurturing, okay? They like to take care of their loved ones. So if you have someone in your life that like really likes to watch out for like their friends and their family and their loved ones, that person is going to come in. It most likely is going to be a feminine energy, but it doesn't have to be a female. But it seems like someone, it could even be someone I'm hearing that you talk to, like a close friend or a close relative that you talk to about this situation and you've told them what's going on. It's like they're going to come in and they're going to like help you out. They're going to like rescue you from the situation. I mean, I keep getting like rescue or save you. Like they're going to really save you. Because I feel like this is a situation that you've been drowning in for a very, very long time. And it's like they're going to come by like on a lifeboat. This is like literally what I'm saying. Someone coming back on the water. You're like literally drowning in actual water. Not saying that that's actually going to happen. It's just what I'm seeing. I see someone struggling to swim. Like they're really like, they're like desperately like, trying to stay above the water. And then someone comes by in a boat and like pulls you out onto it and like takes you ashore and saves you. So someone literally is going to save you this month from this situation if you are dealing with a situation where someone is being extremely controlling. For some of you, this Page of Swords energy, like that eager energy to speak up, could be this individual. So it could come from a friend or a family. Like they're going to come in and they're going to say something to the person that's being very controlling. But someone really wants to say something. So again, it could be you, and it could just be that because the situation has such a heavy control, and if you're the one that's being controlled, it's like you almost are afraid to speak up. So watch out for that for this month, guys. Keep an open eye, an open mind for an opportunity where you can speak up if you feel safe to do so. If not, either way, I feel like someone is gonna come to your rescue, a friend or a family, someone that's close to you, and someone that knows about the situation that's going on. And again, this could be vice versa. So if you are controlling over someone, it's someone's gonna come save them, and you're gonna be that whole situation that you're trying to do. Whoever's trying to control the situation, everything's gonna fall apart for them. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, so the next 3 cards I'm going to pull are going to be messages from the higher self of Virgo. So this is from your higher self. And then these are just messages. It's more so advice what your higher self wants you to know or wants you to do right now. So messages from the higher self of Virgo. We have the Star. Okay, so I'm going to pull all 3 and then we'll talk about it. From the higher self of Virgo. I don't know why, but with the Star card, it doesn't represent travel, really. But what I'm getting, I'm feeling, wow. Yeah, why? What are you guys doing this month? That you guys are going to be so intuitive. What the hell? I'm not saying that you guys can't be, but I don't, like Virgo, I don't think is naturally a very intuitive sign. Yeah, here we are. Okay, so I'm getting goosebumps. We have all 3 cards that we have are all major arcana. So this is going to be, wow, I think maybe just all signs are going through a transformative time, but this is going to be a very pivotal month and time for you, for your life right now, okay? This is the point where you really level up and you really change and clear out all the things that you have done in the past and the way that you've been in the past, and you're going to level up in a very grand way, in a very big, big way. So things are going to change. You're going to change in a way that people don't expect you to change, okay? Because you're a very consistent person. So for you to change up in any way is kind of a shock to anyone, but it's going to be like big, big changes, okay? We have the Star card followed by the High Priestess, followed by the World. So there's going to be a huge change and a huge ending in a cycle, okay? For a lot of you, what I'm really getting is that a lot of you just want peace in your life. I feel like whatever situation you've been dealing with any type of a controlling, manipulative energy, it's like you just want peace. You're done with it. You're over it. And your intuition is telling you that you need to get out of the situation. You know this. Even me talking about it now, I already know that some of you are like, I know I need to get out of the situation. And that's why I feel like for some of you, it's just that you're afraid to kind of speak up. You're afraid to say something for whatever reason, however controlling and manipulating the situation that it is that you're in is, okay? And it's going to be different for everyone. So some of you guys are in extremes and some of you are in situations that are not so extreme. So what I'm getting is that for some of you, if you have a loved one that has passed away, a motherly figure, a feminine energy, it's almost like some of you might not even get that. They might come in to save you psychically and intuitively. So you might be getting images. Like I said earlier, that's what the theme is this month. You're going to be very connected to source. So for some reason, it could almost be like, because there's no one to physically come save you, it's like this mom or grandma or aunt or sister or just feminine energy is going to come in to kind of swoop and like give you messages intuitively and images for you to see things clearly as they are in order for you to speak up. It feels like it's their energy that's the energy that's eager. It's like they're eager for you. They want you to speak up. That's what it is. It's like there's an energy that's pushing you like from behind and like kind of like literally like what I'm saying is like this woman pushing someone, and it's like it's like they're really pushing you and you're not taking any steps. Like you're digging your heels in the floor and it's like they're dragging you, pushing you forward. Does that make sense? Like that's the image I see. You'd be like, oh no, I don't want to go. And they're like pushing you from behind and your heels are like digging into the dirt, like you being pushed forward. And they're like, you need to say something. And it's like, you know, and it's also, I feel like you guys know that you need to say something as well. It's just, there's some fear there. But I think the star is here to, like, there's a call for your higher self wants you to remember what it is that you want and you desire out of life. Because the situation that, ask yourself, this situation with the controlling and that negative energy, is that what you want out of life? Because I'm going to say that most likely the answer is no. And it's like your higher self wants you to ask yourself, what is it that I want out of life? Is it this? Is this the situation that I want for myself? I don't think so. Because you already know that it's not good for you. You already know that you need to get out of it. And you will with the World card. There are cycles. The cycle is coming to an end. And it's time for a new cycle to start. And that's why I feel like this month is going to be so huge and transformative for the rest of your life. It's a pivotal point in your life that you need to go through. For some of you, you even acknowledge this. You even know that this is a big moment in your life for you to like stand up, speak up, say something, and change the direction and the vocation of your life right now. Wow. The energy feels a little heavy, I'm not gonna lie. It just feels very intense. I mean, this is some intense shit. Alright, we're gonna pull one more card for you guys, and this is going to be a closing message from Spirit, so we'll see what Spirit has to say. For Virgo. Oh, that was not a good shuffle. What is the last thing that you want to leave Virgo with? Last message for Virgo for the month of August. Last message for Virgo for the month of August. Last message for Virgo for the month of August. What is that? Perception. Yeah. Oh, gosh. I love the universe. We have perception beyond the veil of illusion. So, I don't know if we can see this, but I hope that you guys can. Do you see how her third eye is just... Hold on. Can you see that? Focus. No. Her third eye is like shining. She has like this bright... It almost looks like a tiny little sun in two places. Let me tell you where else it is. Where's the other place that it's glowing? I hope you guys can see that it's glowing. Right there at her throat. So she has a tiny little glowing spot at her throat and a tiny little glowing spot on her forehead where her third eye is. What do we think that means? Throat chakra, third eye chakra, not technically your crown, but very, very close, still receiving psychic things and intuitive messages that way. The need to be more vocal, the need to vocalize how you feel about a situation. Because it's almost like, I really feel like the energy that's coming in to save, I feel like what's coming in to save you for some of you could physically be a person helping you. But for a lot of you, it feels like it's more so an energy, like a water, feminine type of energy is coming in to give you that push to be vocal, to show you that you have to be vocal in order to get what you want, in order to release yourself from the situation. Because a lot of you are trapped in this veil of illusion. So it says beyond the veil of illusion. So seeing beyond what it is that you are perceiving. So you are perceiving this reality that you're being manipulated and you're being controlled. And I feel like Spirit is asking you to shift that perception and try to view it that you have all your power. No one has power over you. No one has control over you. No one is manipulating you. You are allowing them to take your power and to use it against you, to control you, to manipulate you. And that's what I feel like Spirit is trying to get you to see clearly. So they're trying to send messages to you. They're trying to send images and whispers of things in order for you to snap out of that veil of illusion, take that shit off and be like, whoa, this whole time I thought they had control over me. No, I have my power. I'm still just as powerful as I always was, and no one has control over me. No one can manipulate me. And once that comes into mind, then that eagerness of the vocalization comes through, and you become vocal about something. You come, I'm not taking this shit anymore. I'm not doing this. Bye. I know my worth. I know I'm better than this. I know that at the end of the day, you have only had control and you've only been able to manipulate me because I've given that to you. And now I'm taking it back. Now, I'm not even taking it back. You're just changing your perception the way that you view it. You're just not viewing it that way, that they can control you. You're viewing it that they can't control you. And by you changing and shifting into that perception, that takes their power to control you completely away. And they can't. They no longer have that control over you. They no longer are able to manipulate you. And they're stuck left wondering what happened. Wow, that's so beautiful. I love that. Yeah, and this is a female as well, and she has like almost, it looks like she has like tears welling up in her eyes. I really feel like a water sign individual could come and save you, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or just there's a feminine energy that's watching over you, that's coming through, that's gonna help give you that push to listen to those messages and then be vocal. Well, it sounds like you've got a lot to do, realize, change, etc., for this month. I hope that it is a great month for you. Happy Leo season. It's almost your birthday. And yeah, I will see you guys next month for your birthday. And I hope that you guys have an awesome rest of August. And yeah, if this does not resonate with you, feel free to go check out your other placements, sun, moon, or rising. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.